Everybody, we are back. It is Taped on Live's Favorite Raiders podcast, Favorite Raiders channel, Favorite Raiders everything. We are back. You already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also, follow us on Twitter at DMarkJohnNFL for me, at BD Williams 18 for BD, and at MHolder95 for Matt. All right, so today we're going over Neil Farrell. We're going to break down his game, see where he's at going into 23 and his outlook and what he's got to get better at. So let's keep it simple. We're just going to deep dive into Neil Farrell Jr. Let's get it. All right, first play here. We got him lined up at the three technique here. This is a three technique set for him. Kind of different. Usually, he kind of drafted to be a nose tackle, but he's at three tech. He didn't move around all over the line a little bit. They kind of line these guys up everywhere. It didn't give him really a certain spot here. So check him out here. And you see here, he has a really good pad level on this one. Which is one of his issues coming out of LSU was pad level, right? But you see him here. He's pretty good, right? He's a tall guy. He's not really taller than the offensive line in front of him. You see he's got his good hands inside, which he always has. He always has good hands, always has good hand placement. And you can see him get his power here, right? Kind of lift this guy off the ground. Shed, make a tackle, make a play on the ball. So watch one more time here. See him, right? Get inside, get his hands inside, right? He's just lifting that guy so you can see his power that he has. He's able to just shed right there, make a tackle. Pretty good run defender. He is. He has some. All right, here he is one more time. You see him at the 2-eye, right? Technique, kind of shaded inside of the guard right there. You see the power once again, but then you see here it's a really good low pad level. This is what you want to see from him consistently, but what you don't see on tape. And of course, Max is just being Max, making a crazy play. You see the push that he's getting on this center, right? He's getting some good push there. Even if, Max doesn't make this tackle, Farrell's right there to make a play on the ball. Watch one more time here. See, he comes off the ball. He's good get off, right? When he gets a good get off too, you see upfield burst. He's able to keep his pads low, right? You can see the pad level stays low. Able to maintain leverage, use his power, get some push. That guy's not pushing him anywhere. Just tackle. There's some elements of a good run defender. There's some times. All right, next one here. Same formation, right? But we're going to see him kind of get pushed back against double teams. Double teams really gave him an issue last season. So he's easy to get double teamed by Humphreys. And I think this is Wyatt Teller, I believe. Right? You see the double team, it might be Joe Thuney. Who knows? You see the double team kind of does to him. He's not able to, get any type of push because his pad level's too high. And he's going against a superstar Creed Humphrey, which you cannot do that. And he's just going to push you way out of this, way out of the picture. Because you think about it, he's too big and too strong to be getting pushed like this. And the reason why you're getting pushed like this is, one, the double teams. You always want to. They talk about double teams. You see Rex Ryan talk about this on a coaching clinic. You want to see these guys get their butts in between these kind of get sideways to kind of split it, and you kind of see he just gets pushed right back. Creates a huge hole right there. Below Nichols ain't doing nothing really either, but that's not his gap to play. So, you can't really blame him too much for Bilal Nichols there. That's really all Neil Farrell Jr. And you just get pushed back way too much, and that's what you kind of see sometimes. Is when you're playing inside, you're gonna get double teamed. You really have no excuse. You're not gonna get one-on-ones that much. You're especially when there's 4 guys on this line, and you have maybe 3, and you have Max out here doing whatever he's supposed to do on Max. Travis Kelce, right? He just gets totally pushed out of the line. It's pretty embarrassing right there, especially how big he is. All right, here we go. Double teams one more time. Now he's going against the Saints. You see him Double team one more time. That's what I was talking about. You got to split that double team. He's not really splitting. He's just getting pushed out of the way, creating big holes. All right. I really wish Blake Martinez would have filled this earlier, but he's not on the team anymore. He retires. We ain't got to worry about that. But double team once again. You see him getting pushed right out of the picture. Right. Like I said, you just talk about guys wanting to get their hips in between it and try to split this double team. You can see Andrew Billings. Look at Andrew Billings get double team. He's trying to split it. Those guys aren't getting the same push you're getting Billings. Billings is on his knees on the ground. And, you know, Billings does a good job of kind of, or not, that's Billings. That's Bilal Nichols. Check it out, Bilal Nichols there. But just to see the difference between how you handle a double team, they're lined up at the same spots. See the push that Farrell's getting. Farrell's way bigger than Bilal Nichols. Bilal Nichols, what, 280 pounds? That's what's about leverage, staying low. Only keeps that to about 4 yards instead of a big play. All right, so let's get into pass protection, right? Pass rushing, right? Pass rushing, getting after the passer. I think he has a lot of limitations athletically that you're going to see on film, and him just not being able to beat people. So this is probably his best rep. He only had one pressure last year. He played a lot of snaps, guys. He played a lot of pass snaps. He only had one pressure. If that says anything about where his pass rush prowess is at this point. So you see here, the pad level is just way too high to compared to everybody else. It's pretty good get off though. And he's able to just kind of toss this guy, just pure power. Sometimes he's just stronger than the guy in front of him, and he's able to just do that. But you know, he's not able to get any push. And then when he beats this guy, it's kind of too late. It allows Andy Dalton to get rid of this ball really quickly with nobody around him. This is embarrassing. I need to show that, finish that play off, but one more time here. It was a nice little club move, right? Nice little club move. But I mean, you're standing straight up, my dude. You know what I mean? You're standing straight up, my dude. That's all. I mean, the Raiders was a party in New Orleans that week, man. I don't know what happened that week. All right. They went out. They went to the club. All right, here we go. Another pass rush rep here. See him coming out against Creed Humphrey. You can't have high pad level against Creed Humphrey. You're going to see why Creed Humphrey's just not going to let him go anywhere, right? I mean, you can just look at Chandler Jones. You know, Chandler Jones is lower than him. He's standing straight up. His legs are straight. He ain't going to go nowhere. He's not getting any push. He's not getting any power. Even if he has any type of decent technique, then his feet are way too close together, right? You know, I could be wrong about that, you know, but I think you gotta just see he's not gonna get any pressure doing this type of stuff, man. And you kind of can see that Creed Humphrey just blasting him up, and then of course Max Crosby comes out of nowhere and makes a highlight. And this is why him and Patrick Mahomes, you've watched the quarterback show yet. That's why him and Patrick Mahomes did not get it in the fight, because he was just all over it. Look at it. All over it. Constantly. Overtime though. We're watching Neil Farrell here. You see, like, even if, because this ain't college, man. This ain't Alabama. You ain't facing the SEC. I know you just push SEC guys around. You're not playing Texas or UCLA, which you know you're not playing a 290-pound center. Playing Keith Humphreys, a Pro Bowler, you're not good just pushing back. You got to get some technique skills right there, right? And you can kind of see, if you want to talk about him standing straight up, see him when he just kind of gets off, he just doesn't change body types. He just keeps running because he's standing straight up, you know? So, I mean, he does a serious pad level problem. It's serious. It's an issue here. You see it one more time here. Rushing the passer. Like I said, I mean, the get off's not bad. It's really not a bad get off. He has a pretty good get off, and you'd figure he would get more power and push, but he's too high. His pad's too high. So this guy's able to just build a base and anchor on him, because his pad level is way too high. If he was lower and he can get low and use his power, I think he can move some people in pass rush, but it's not going to work this way, especially in, you know, going against pro players, right? In pass protection. And you see this, you know, if you have more leverage, you got more push in the pocket. I mean, Patrick Mahomes can't go anywhere because Max beats his guy, right? Patrick Mahomes needs to step up. And I mean, he does a good job of keeping him inside the pocket, right? Doesn't let him get out. but he's still able to make a throw instead of getting more push where he's not able to go anywhere, and this ends up being a sack. I mean, because let's keep it real. If this one-on-one, you got Max beating this guy, it's a great move by Max. A little chop and rip right there by Max, and you see if Farrell gets serious push, let's say he gets serious push, that's a sack for Max. That's a sack for Max Crosby. So everybody talks about, why is Max getting more sacks? This is exactly the type of play that you want to watch, just to kind of give you an idea of why he does it. Because you got to get more push inside from these guys. He ain't getting no help.